Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of Respect Your Elders. What a weird week 1.
Was not a good week 1 for most folks, for everyone really, except for Chris. His team pretty normal, score wise.
Very annoying still.
Yeah.
It was the lowest median since week 7 of 2019. 4 of the top 5 quarterbacks this week on the bench. So that's how weird of a week it was.
Yeah, I mean the studs were mainly duds, and the duds were mainly studs.
Waivers popping.
Yeah, there was some big money thrown around on the waivers, and week 1.
Yeah, blowing their load, Garrett.
I think that might be the biggest single waiver purchase of 52.
Yeah.
I think that might be the single highest one we've ever seen.
Yeah, especially during the season. People blow it off season randomly, but that's especially week 1. Could pan out very well for him.
I mean, there was 8 bids on him. He wasn't the only person that wanted him. It was just he was the only one that spent half of his fab on him.
He was the only one that guaranteed he was gonna get him.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Speaking of midweek action.
Yeah, I think there was some wieners rolling around.
Yeah, I remember that. Colt coming in with some a little special bit.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, Aaron on the hot seat there. Haven't heard from him. Don't know how he's feeling.
Yeah, I think Colt has a valid argument, I guess, against people. You're gonna put me last, you gotta beat me kind of attitude. I like it, I respect it. Hopefully I don't get embarrassed come week 6 or whatever it is that I play him, because I did have Colt at the bottom where he belongs.
Yeah, see, luckily for me, I was respectful to him, but I'm 9th. But yeah, I'm curious if we'll get any rebuttals. Just as a clarification for everybody, we did not ask Colt to do that. We did not come up with that idea, any of that.
That's all Colt.
Yeah, he just had that idea, reached out to me, shot it, sent it to me. I just threw it together and threw it on the channel. So if anybody has any ideas that you want to say something, could be as interesting as Colt's with a whole segment and title and all that, or it could just be hey, I want to say something mean to one person or something nice. You could be 3 seconds. Doesn't matter.
That's true. Yeah, we don't always have to be tearing each other down. Maybe there's a little bit of uplifting going along.
Yeah. Chris, don't you dare make a weekly segment where you're the top scorer and then you're nice to everybody.
We won't put it in the video. Don't even send it.
But no, and it doesn't have to be a whole segment for midweek. If you want to just something in the episode, a couple words, go for it.
And it doesn't need to be a recurring thing either. It can just be a one-off. You have a thought, you want to put it on a video.
Yeah, exactly.
Record it, send it.
We've talked about some of the week 1 games. Interesting scores from everybody. It looks like none of us have ever played the game before.
Yeah, we had 3 people over 100. That's not ideal.
Yeah.
I don't know what our global average is as a league, but I imagine it's probably most teams scoring over 100.
This is the exact kind of league that Colt, Alex, maybe Garrett need to stay in the whole shuffle. If everybody's doing bad, if everybody's special, nobody's.
Everyone sucks. No one sucks.
Exactly.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
Garrett, you did get that Game 5 win.
You got the Game 5 win.
Uncharted territory, did the unthinkable in has to be the most unimpressive way possible.
Yeah. He's got a great defense. That's pretty much all we can put it out there for.
To be fair, you did point out whenever you play Alex, it's either Alex scores crazy or he, for some reason, makes your team suck. That's the one he chose for Garrett, but Garrett also coming out with some defense.
I mean, this is kind of Garrett's comfort zone. He seems to win
He thrives in those low-scoring games.
Yeah, he really does. So it's not a surprise to see him win another low score. Cool that he won the 5 in a row. No one else has done that.
We'll have to see how long he can keep that streak. But yeah, a couple other games. Colt getting the win against Aaron. Obviously, we heard about that one only by a couple points, but still starting off the year 2-0 because of the low median. Chris, top scorer, beat Miller. Miller kind of halfway apologized. Maybe Chris shouldn't have been ranked so low.
He gave Chris's team some bulletin board material.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. I don't think anyone will do that again.
Yeah, and without his secret ingredients of the double tight end.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Not ideal for the rest of the league to see that. The other 100-point scorers, Jacob did win the championship rematch.
Yeah.
And then I got my second win ever against Chase.
And the last time you beat Chase, your team almost went undefeated in that 2019 year. So
Yeah, so, and this was the lowest median since 2019. So there's a lot of things pointing to 2019. Hopefully it continues the same way that year finished for me. I would love that.
fun fact for you, and this is going to sound fake. The last time I was not in the #1 spot, December 6th of 2021. So I've been up there for so long, man.
Someone's gonna clean the chair out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Let's give someone else the view from up top. It was
And you
getting
had to
boring.
give it to Chris?
I didn't want to. He took it. I'll climb my way back up there eventually. Gonna take in the views from down here.
Careful now, that's what I said last year, and I never got out.
That's true. It's just so nice down here. On to week 2. We've got the dads versus the world. All 5 dads in the league facing off against all 5 not dads.
Whichever way it goes, I hope we do see just one side win this week, just because it'd be funny. Hopefully it's the non-dad side, because that's the side I'm on, and I would like to...
Hopefully not. Yeah, me and you play.
We do.
This is game 11. Only 3 matchups in our league have had 10 games before this year. One last week, Aaron and Colt, they had their 11th game. This week, me and you, 11th game. Also, Jacob and Alex. Our game, a little closer. Our matchup, 6-4. Neither one of us ever got 3 wins in a row. Much closer than Jacob versus Alex. 9-1.
Yeah, and that average score is it's not close. Not even a little bit.
Funny enough, that one game, game 5.
I don't know what it is about game 5. And so we've got to keep an eye on Garrett's team now that he has that power, that magical power of being able to win the game 5. So we've also got Chris and Aaron playing. This is their 10th matchup, and their average score, kind of insane. 132 to 125. That's some heavyweights getting thrown around. Looking at the other people's averages, usually it's, a lot lower than that. And they're throwing haymakers, and they're right there in the series, 5-4. So, it's anyone's game every time they go against each other.
Also, funny enough, they both ranked Chris 2nd and both ranked Aaron 5th.
Interesting tidbit, Chris won the first 4 matchups, then Aaron won 4 in a row, and then last year Chris won. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a pattern there, or maybe it's just going to go back and forth now.
And we also got Chase versus Miller. They haven't had much time against each other, only 5 games previously.
Yeah, Miller's got the slight edge. I would expect Chase to probably even it up based off of what we saw from last week. Josh Allen, he makes some crazy plays, but starting to look a little bit like Jameis out there. I think it might be something to just keep an eye on, because Miller's team is kind of predicated on Josh Allen doing good. So
yeah. Yep. And both of these teams were kind of fighting towards the end of those. Some lights.
Going for Elders After Dark.
Last game of the week, Colt versus Garrett. Both bottom 3 teams from last year, both coming off a win. We'll see who's going to keep proving that they deserve to be up in those playoff rankings.
Their series is split 1-1. Neither of them ranked themselves as playoff teams or ranked the other as a playoff team. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Be interesting to see what quarterback Colt plays. I feel like that's a segment we can keep track of each week.
And Garrett.
And yeah, I guess Garrett too.
It's gonna come down to who
Who picked the right quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett started the right quarterback, got the win. It was half of his points.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think this honestly could come down to who picked the right quarterback.
Colt has a lot more choices to implicate his answer, but he did kind of shoehorn himself into using Purdy with his team name. Purdy looked pretty good last week.
I think the main thing to look at with this game, will either of them score over 100? And more importantly, will they, both, neither get the median?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is something to watch. I could see this game being the median game too, where, one of them gets it, one of them doesn't. So
Honestly, if they could just, I was going to say, if they could just score good, then they will do good, but
that is how it works.
yeah, kind of the whole thing of fantasy football, but could be a matchup between two teams fighting for that last spot in the playoffs. 6th to like 8th, maybe 9th now, could be fighting for that last spot. So
Each year the league gets more competitive. It's not a lock to make the playoffs anymore. It can be pretty volatile in the middle of the standings, and so it could be a little preview to a later in the season rematch that might be a little bit more important for that 6 and 7 spot.
yeah, we just got to see if they can score over 100, or at least the median.
I mean, to be honest, we need to see everyone score over 100 after last week.
Yeah, we got to see if anybody knows how to play fantasy football. I think that's pretty much all we got this week.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of called our shots last week. I said Colt was going to win. I said Bijan was going to look legit. Those were both right. He got the 2-0. Looking at this week's matchups, I don't really see anything that would be like that crazy if one team won over the other, except for Alex versus Jacob. If Alex pulls it off, he's only got the one win versus Jacob all time. It is the Jag showdown. I don't think it's in the cards though. I think Jacob takes this one pretty easily. But like we said, always a chance.
Hopefully, we get points on the board for everybody this week.
Yeah, I mean, that everyone likes high-scoring weeks. Even
Yeah.
if you, obviously you don't want to lose in a high-scoring week, but
Yeah.
everyone likes seeing big points thrown up on the board. So hopefully our median is not 83 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Hopefully our median's like 126
Yeah,
or
somewhere.
something.
Get it back up to where it's supposed to go. All right?
Counting on you guys.
Yeah, don't screw this up.
Hello everybody. I just wanted to say hi, and I'm about to go to war and fight the North, the crazy man. So next time you see me, I might be in like full mop gear fighting for y'all back home. So these are exercises, not real world, but still, I'm fighting for y'all. I just want you to know that. Thank you.